So after 3 weeks, it is very clear that the Commanders have found their quarterback of the future. And to see what Jayden Daniels was able to do in crunch time, third down, end of the game, if they don't convert that third down, they kick a field goal. The Bengals are only down by 1 touchdown. And with pressure in his face, a blitz coming off the right side, Jayden Daniels throws one of the prettiest balls I've seen in the first 3 weeks of this 2024 NFL season, and puts it perfectly into the end zone to give the Commanders the lead. The Bengals come down and score, but it's too little too late for the Bengals to get back into that game. And so to see what Jayden Daniels has done in 3 weeks is pretty fascinating, and I think especially when you look at the fact that he was the second pick in this draft. The fact that right now Caleb Williams is struggling. There's a lot of different opinions as to why Caleb Williams is struggling. I really honestly don't think it's all because of his offensive line, because if you look at some stats right now, according to PFF, Jayden Daniels has actually faced pressure on a higher percentage of dropbacks than Caleb Williams. 30.9% of the time, Caleb Williams has faced pressure on dropbacks, and Daniels has faced pressure on 35% of dropbacks. The biggest difference is Jayden Daniels has been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL when under pressure this season. According to PFF, when under pressure so far this year, Jayden Daniels has the 4th highest passer rating in the NFL when under pressure of 108. You look at Caleb Williams under pressure, he is 33rd in passer rating under pressure with a passer rating of 13.7. And so I think to see Jayden Daniels be able to operate at such a high level, not only when he has clean pockets, but also when there's blitzers right in his face, like we witnessed on one of those final plays where he puts up that beautiful touchdown pass, it shows you just how much he's already developed and already looks like a quarterback that is one of the best in the league. And let's take a look at some of his stats overall right now and the Commanders' offensive stats through 3 weeks. They're the 5th best scoring offense in the NFL, the 6th best offense in total yards, 2nd in expected points added per play. You look at Jayden Daniels overall, the 4th highest passer rating in the NFL, the highest completion percentage in the NFL, and he is 2nd in EPA per dropback behind only Josh Allen. And we can't forget what he's been able to do with his legs as well, where he has 38 carries for 171 yards and 3 touchdowns. And of course, any team that does not have their franchise quarterback, that's really the biggest key, is to find that guy that you can rely on for hopefully the next 5, 10, 15 yards. Because once you find that guy and you can start building around him, you're able to find sustained success in the NFL. And until you get to that point, it's really just hard to find any consistent level of success. And you look at the Commanders over the past long while, they have not had a legit quarterback that has really been able to carry them. From 2018 to 2024, they go from Alex Smith, Case Keenum. They go back to Alex Smith. They go to Taylor Heineke for a couple of years, Sam Howell last year. But now it really looks, after just 3 weeks, that they have found their guy of the future. And I think, when you look at this draft, it's always going to come down to Caleb Williams and Jayden Daniels. And so far, it looks like the Commanders have gotten the better deal. It's not to say that Caleb Williams can't start to find his footing and play better. I do think that teams lots of times do give up on their quarterbacks way too early. And I think part of the reason is you see guys like Jayden Daniels finding success so quickly. Also looking last year at CJ Stroud. When these franchises and GMs and owners see the quick success that some of these quarterbacks have, if their guy doesn't find this same level of success in year 1 or 2, they're pretty willing to give up on them quickly. And so I do think there are some quarterbacks out there that would have found success if given more time. You look at some examples like Baker Mayfield, after leaving the Browns, has finally found, I would say, a sustained level of success with the Buccaneers. You look at Sam Darnold with the Vikings, Geno Smith with the Seahawks. Guys who spent more time in the league did finally find success. But for the Commanders, they have to feel very, very good about their decision. And going forward the rest of the season, this is going to be one of the better offenses in the NFL. And the only issue right now with this team is while their offense has been humming and playing as one of the best, their defense has really struggled. They're currently 29th in scoring defense, 32nd in EPA per play, 31st in pass yards allowed per game, 18th in rush yards allowed per game, and they have they're 31st in pressure percentage. So they have one of the best offenses in the NFL to pair with one of the worst defenses in the NFL. But I think the fact that you are in Jayden Daniels' first year as a starter. Of course, you'd like everything to come together in his first year. And for the offense, at least right now, through 3 weeks, it has come together. But I think that, the fact that now you have Jayden Daniels, you can build around him. I think the future is bright for the Commanders because, going into next year, they can really try to bolster their defense with draft picks. They can try to sign some free agents to really come in here and take this defense to another level because there's no doubt that it's going to be tough to find consistent success, I think, when your defense is one of the worst in the league. And so that's something they need to improve on in the coming years. But if you're a Commanders fan, I think that you are thrilled because once you find your quarterback, you're set for a long time, and it looks like the Commanders have found their guy. But if you guys want more NFL content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.